It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past
Shout out,
30-yard line.
I see you. Ones in the chat. Big ones. I'm here.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. To the air right away is Hurts. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. First carry for Saquon Barkley. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. It's a pickup of 12. Good for an Eagles first down. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Barkley. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He'll get this down to the 44, but that's about it. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
He's got his man. He finds Worthy. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Chiefs first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Right back to the air from Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. And he's in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. Second down and 8. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 2. Man in motion is Smith. He's got the first down and more than that. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 63. They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's caught Saquon Barkley. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. So 1 quarter in the books in this rematch of Super Bowl 57. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this.
Scrap, I see you, bro. One's in the sky. Feel me? You know, I see you. Yeah.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Devontae Smith, touchdown, Eagles.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
Yellow. Sticking yellow, 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 yellow.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Yellow.
Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, KC. They go play action with Mahomes. That'll be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And in motion is Brown. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. He'll get this ahead for about 3. With Justin Reed up from his safety spot to make the stop. They face second down and 7. Hurts. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw, Hurts. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Hurts. He'll let this go for Goddard. That's incomplete. Derek Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Oh, shit.
There's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. Down the sideline. He is in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Britton Covey now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now it's Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
15 yards through the air. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They've got it at the 8. First down and goal.
Oh, touch, touch. Hey. Don't touch it.
Hurts will try it again. And he'll take it on in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. Hardman now to return it. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Hardman now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come up here first and 10.
43! 43! Where's that?
Mahomes back. Open man downfield. It's DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. And he will dive into the end zone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Dotson, the man in motion. To throw on second down is Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Again, Hurts. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. Now Barkley. He'll take this down to the 47. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Easy, 63, 63, bang!
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll check this down to the running back. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Here's Barkley. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2. What do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, thumbs up, alert.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting...
That is caught by the tight end. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Hardman now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Yellow.
They put Kelsey in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork, a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
Yellow.
They put Kelsey in motion. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
Yellow. High side.
He'll hit Kelsey quickly on the RPO. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tie game, fourth quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to first and goal. They send him right out of the slot. Here's Pacheco. He'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. This is intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run it here with Saquon. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
To a tight end motioning left here. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got it at the 7. And he will score. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. his second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Hardman now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. This is 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow. Right side.
Now Mahomes. Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Open man downfield, it's Rice. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
15. Right side.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run with Barkley. And a short pickup to about the 30. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. On the handoff, this is Barkley. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Clock is stopped, 55 seconds remaining here in the game.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll run. It's Barkley. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for an Eagles first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.